Hi everyone, welcome to my small retired life. Honestly, I need a reset. It's been a bit wild in my neck of the woods. There has been so many functions and things to attend. My sister and I have our birthdays at the end of November. We're both born on the same day. We're 2 years apart, but we start off the season with our typical ladies who lunch and have cocktails during the midweek. And it's been non-stop activities since then, with going out for lunches and little parties and little house parties. And I have more of this coming up. I have a Christmas concert coming up. I have an industry party coming up. I'm hosting Christmas this year. Needless to say, I stepped on the scale this morning and was horrified, absolutely horrified at what was staring up at me. And I know that a lot of people like to do this in the new year, but I like to have a little mini reset during the holidays just to make me feel better, make me feel healthier, and also not to make the after New Year shock of trying to get your life back on track so huge. So I like to have a day or a weekend where I just kind of eat really well and do healthy things and focus on being at home. For someone who just does not enjoy peopling that much, I've been peopling a lot, so let's just spend some time together doing some healthy things, eating some healthy food. And I'm also going to show you my sour cherry granola recipe, which I love to give as gifts and people love to receive. And it's just something nice to do over the weekend to get ready for Christmas. So let's get our little reset started. For anyone who's new here, my name is Raina and this is Small Retired Life. And on my channel, we talk about all kinds of topics that pertain to anyone who's over 50 or who's retired. And our focus is on living a small life, but a meaningful life and a happy life. So no matter what's going on or what kind of a reset I'm on, I still start my day with a cup of coffee. It sets me up for the day, and I usually find that, I guess because it's a routine, it just feels really good to do something that is a routine. So I'm going to have my cup of coffee, and then I don't really eat breakfast per se. I don't know. I think, when you're retired and your day is yours, you kind of do what you want. But when I'm trying to be a little bit healthier, I try and start off with something in the morning. So I'll have like a boiled egg because it makes me less hungry in the morning. It's just that little bit of protein that gets me going. That's kind of what I'm doing this morning, is I'm having my coffee and then I am having a boiled egg. I like to have all bagel seasoning with my egg. So I think what I'm going to do is go to Bulk Barn and buy my ingredients to make my granola today. I'm going to come home, have a little bit of lunch, and then I think I'm going to go to the gym to do a walk. It's not cold outside in Calgary today, but it's pretty icy. So I think I'm just going to go on the treadmill and do a really power walk of some kind, just to get some movement in, and then we can make our granola together. I do not film at the gym because I just think that's rude. People go there to exercise and they're not interested in being in some YouTuber's video when, they're trying to get a workout in. So I won't film that, but I'll try and film my lunch, and then we'll do the granola recipe. This is really good. Totally hits the spot. I like to sit and plan out my day and just kind of enjoy. Okay, that was a nightmare. Never go to Bulk Barn on a Saturday, and they have nothing, like zero. That was like fruitless. I might have to go to a different Bulk Barn and hope for the best. So that took a hot minute. I left the house at around 10 o'clock. It's now 12:48. Traffic was terrible. I don't typically go out on Saturdays because it's crazy, but it was ultra crazy today. I ended up having to go to 2 Bulk Barns. I am starving because all I had was that egg this morning. And what I like to do I typically would have a green juice at some point in the morning, but I'm a little too hungry for green juice. So I'm going to have a little bowl of protein where I basically just have some cottage cheese, chopped up apple, some hemp seeds with some cinnamon, and have a bowl of that. So that's what I'm going to prepare right now. Just dump it in the bowl. I don't know, I do like 3/4 of a cup maybe. The hemp hearts just give it a little extra boost of protein and also some healthy omegas. And I usually do about a tablespoon or so. And then just like lots of cinnamon, as much as you can handle. Cinnamon's actually a really good antioxidant. Yeah, just mix it all up. Doesn't look pretty, but it tastes good and it really hits the spot. For my granola, I got sour cherries. These are tart ones. I have some raw almonds. I picked up some raw cashews. I have raw pumpkin seeds. I have raw pistachios. And then I have some pecan or however you pronounce it, pieces. So that's all they had at Bulk Barn, but then I went to Safeway and I actually found some halves. So the other thing that you will need for the granola is some coconut, and I use this particular coconut. I order mine from Amazon and I really only use it for this granola. So, all right, let's make some granola. First, preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, line a cookie sheet with some parchment paper. I will leave the recipe in the description box below. Here I have some pumpkin seeds, I have some pistachios, some pecans, some oatmeal, some raw cashews, raw almonds, some salt, and cinnamon. So let's start off by putting the dry ingredients together. In a bowl, add 1 cup of oatmeal. This is the large flake kind, not the quick stuff. Add a tiny, tiny pinch of salt, maybe like 1/4 teaspoon or less. This is just to give it a bit of flavor. Add in 1/4 cup whole almonds, just a little bit over 1/4 cup of pecans with some whole halves and some broken up. 1/4 cup of cashews, 1/4 cup of pistachios, 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. Doesn't matter what kind of nuts you use whatever you want except for peanuts. Add in a whole bunch of cinnamon. I don't measure, I just add it in, but it's about a teaspoon or so. Give it all a really good mix. Let's add the wet ingredients. I'm using some coconut oil. I'm using some maple syrup. I'm using a bit of vanilla, and I'm using coconut sugar, but you can use brown sugar as well. So I will add in approximately 1/4 cup of the coconut sugar, maybe a little bit less. I will add in about a 1/4 cup or just a little bit less of the maple syrup. I will add in 3 tablespoons of the coconut oil. That's 3. Now I will melt this in the microwave for 30 seconds or so. I want the coconut oil to be dissolved. I will put the vanilla in after this has all been melted. If you're doing about 20 seconds or so, make sure you stir it in between. To this, I will add about a teaspoon of vanilla. I don't measure, I just add some in. Give it a good stir. Add your wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. Stir everything really well. You want every single bit covered and moist. Spread it out onto the cookie sheet. Flatten it out. Now put it in the oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for the first initial round of 10 minutes. It's been in the oven for 10 minutes, so now I am going to stir it. Back in the oven for 10 minutes. This was the second round of 10 minutes in the oven, so I'm going to stir it. It's looking good, it's getting dry, which is what we want. Now I am going to turn the oven off and put it in for another 5 minutes. All right, this has been in the oven for 5 minutes. I'm going to stir it. Now I am letting it cool off completely. Like, I don't want it warm at all. So I will get back to this in a little bit and put the remaining ingredients on and then show you how I gift it. I lost my sound here, so doing a voiceover. So now you mix in the toasted coconut and the sour cherries into the granola, and it's ready to be packaged for gifting. This is how I gift it. I put it in a little plastic bag. Michael's or Amazon has these. And I put a little handmade ornament on it. Super cute. So it's probably around 3 o'clock, 3:12, and I'm hungry again because I only had that cottage cheese with apple. I'm going to have a little bit of Greek yogurt because I made this granola and I really want to enjoy it as well. This is a total cop-out meal. I'm just going to take some coconut flavored, and yes, I mean, really I should be eating plain yogurt and just adding my own stuff in it, but nobody's got time for that today between all the filming and activities and supposedly resetting. It's the YouTube style version of a reset. And so I'm just going to have a big thing of yogurt. And I'm going to take some of this granola that I made and enjoy it on top of the yogurt. And I don't know if you can see that, but that's going to be my snack before dinner. I feel like I've been, even though I'm not really eating very much, because I'm having these tiny little meals throughout the day, I just don't really feel full, but none of the meals are huge. They're just little bites. And really that's all I want to do because I've been eating these big heavy things. So when I reset, I just want to eat little bites of different things. And I typically then finish eating by 6 o'clock and then don't eat till the next day. And that's kind of how I reset. So it's getting dark out and I have dinner made, and I am going to have some chicken on top of just a simple salad. So I don't know if you can see this, but I basically made a simple salad with some of the chicken that I bought at Safeway today. And that's all I'm having for dinner because I'm really not that hungry. I don't even think I can eat all this chicken. Just, you know, you've overeaten and you've been eating too much when you're literally not hungry. So if you're not hungry, don't force yourself to eat. Just eat very light things. Eat as much as you want to eat, but don't overdo it. And yeah, this is my meals for the day. Very simple today. Probably doesn't look like a lot to you, but for me it was ample, and it's actually kind of nice to just have a break from eating really heavy food. I hope you all enjoyed this little mini reset. I mean, it was not a big deal. All I was doing was just not eating junk food today and just keeping things kind of on the leaner side. If you're curious about the granola, I have put the recipe, as I said before, below in the comment section or in the description under the video, so you can refer to that. And again, I want to say that you can make that granola as fancy or not fancy as you wish. You can add more oatmeal to it, and that will make it a little bit less expensive to make if you add more oatmeal and less nuts. If there's certain nuts that you like and I didn't include them, you can add them in. And same with if I included nuts you didn't like, you don't need to add them in. As long as you kind of keep the proportions more or less, you know, where I have them at, you'll be good. I am totally embarrassed to say I did not even get to the gym today because I was spending so much time trying to source the ingredients for the granola. I think this is just Christmas. We have a huge mail strike that is going on, and it really has impacted delivery of a lot of different things. And delivery companies are super busy. And so I think there's just issues with getting things into the city and that type of stuff. So anyways, we did get it. I will go and do a good workout tomorrow to make up for not getting out to walk today. But you know what? This is just how the season is. And I think the important thing is that we just kind of chill out and let things go. Just do what we can. Don't get stressed out. Tomorrow's another day. I can get things done tomorrow. This is the beauty of being retired. I mean, it's a lot harder for folks if they're working, but if you're retired, this is the best part of our life because we have the time to run around and get these things done. And if we don't get something done, there's always tomorrow. So this is it for this week. Thank you for joining me. And if you enjoy my channel and you enjoy the content, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and we will see you all next week.